YouTube intro. You know, obviously I'm just doing my live stream here. So I should do a little introduction. Hello and welcome to Hunter x Hunter chapter 416, I believe it is. I've already done my what happened last time. This is all out of order. Let's just jump into it. And we see the Black Whale. Special martial law has been declared. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Anyone who moves without express permission of the Royal Army will be targeted for elimination. Stay where you are. And we're getting various scenes of civilians getting rounded up and marched away by the soldiers. And some shooking and shifting in the corridors. And we have Benjamin Faraikov and another guy I do not remember the name of, standing ready with their guns for chapter 416, Proclamation. 12 hours from symptom onset to death. But the last 2 hours will be spent in a coma and I'll be incapacitated. I can stay alive for 10 more hours. I'll finish this before my body gives out on me. Yeah, going full Rambo, full last stand. No need to hold back now. I'm very excited to see this. Open the door. I need to talk to Camila. Now, these two men with very much smaller guns, I'm afraid to say, don't seem to be putting up much resistance. It's martial law. Do you desire a shootout? Bring it on. Day 12, Thursday, 2:15 p.m. Special martial law declared. You have 3 seconds to decide. He looks younger. I don't know if something about immediate impending death, but something seems to put a little bit of life into Benjamin's face. I don't know. I feel like he just looks like he's 10 years younger in this chapter. Yeah, I guess they're rushing into this room where Camila is still receiving her massage. Don't move. Stay there. I don't think she had any other intentions, to be honest. Listen to me. That's where her plans would differ. So she's just lying there. She gets up, unloads a few bullets at Benjamin, which he doesn't care about. They're clearly a low caliber that isn't going to do anything to an end user. Meanwhile, his guns are much heavier and blow away her maids. Okay. Sucks to be them, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, he knows not to shoot Camila, obviously. He's, who is it? Oh, I feel like I used to remember the name of the guy who got killed by Camila's Nen. I mean, I can call it a Nen beast, right? It's not the Guardian Spirit beast, but it is still a Nen beast, I believe. But yeah, killed by Camila's Nen beast. But yeah, of course, he just wants to talk. Well, he wants her dead, but he's just going to talk for now, I think. I'm well aware of how you counterattack. Your ability activates when you're killed. Interesting. Muse? Might be Muse? I don't know how to say his name, but the rear window guy, was it? Or did he die separately? Oh, whatever. Is that why you're not shooting me? Pathetic. I guess the best you can do is lock me up and starve me to death. Do it. It'll be like a waiting game. Will I starve to death or... And Benjamin staggered. Oh, no, Benjamin's not staggering at someone behind him. Will you be cursed to death first? And, oh, it's one of the curse sacrifices. Well, no. Okay, no, curse sacrifice sounds like Beyond's things. This is one of the... have-nots? Yeah, one of the have-nots. Together unto death, your highness, Prince Ben. And yeah, so this is the one who's been cursing Benjamin, and she/he is dead. So what's going to happen now with that curse? I mean, it would... You know, imagine it's just like, this curse will kill you in 11 hours, Prince Benjamin. Oh, no. Okay, we're seeing something ominous here. dust in the wind, hell fruit, yomotsu hegui. There's this weird 5-headed spectre emerging at Benjamin, clouding him in darkness, staining his skin and presumably his very soul. Yeah, his eye is getting all horrendous. Curse complete. Poor you. Humans can survive without... Okay, I think maybe I should read. Moswana focused on it for over 10 years and fulfilled her destiny right before your eyes. Peak potency. You won't last half a day. You can panic now, you know. I pretty much called that. Humans can survive without eating or drinking for 3 to 7 days. I can lower my metabolism to the bare minimum and go into a near hibernation state for 3 months. If you're not going to shoot, will you kindly leave? If I infected you with a disease. So is this Camila saying, like, oh, I can wait out your curse by going into a, near hibernation state? Interesting technique to have. I wonder if that's Nen or just a physical ability, or a physical ability that's basically Nen. I mean, we've seen that before. Like when we heard, like, oh yeah, really good pianists and scientists and athletes are often just Nen users. Maybe maybe this is somewhere between a natural talent and a Nen ability. Then again, she knows Nen. You know, it could just be something she's concocted. If you're not going to shoot, will you kindly leave? If I infected you with a disease and say it's incurable, as a very ominous panel, am I the one killing you or the disease? If it's a disease, would a virus have enough aura to bring you back to life? Yeah, Camila seems shaken by this, clearly outside of her calculations. Even if I'm the one responsible for your death, I have the same disease, and if I died first, who would your ability kill to bring you back to life? Yeah, I can read Camilla's thoughts here. She's thinking, I don't fear death. What about you? And she's staying very still as Benjamin leaves and marches down the hall. No activity in room 1004. The fourth prince is inside. Are we seeing Sidnik? Are we seeing Sidnik? I'd love to see Sidnik. There are no people in there, including the prince. Oh no. Damn it. Telling who's in the royal army and who isn't is going to be difficult. Oh, sorry. I totally misread that, and that wouldn't even make sense. There's no people, including the prince. No, there's 20 people. It was off by 20. There are 20 people in there, including the prince. Telling who's in the royal army and who isn't is going to be difficult. Go by the book. Shoot when you must. Shoot whom you must. But leave fourth Prince Sidnik to me. Do not interfere. Oh god, we are racing through this chapter, and we're seeing Sidnik again. Yeah, I forgot we did see in the last chapter for, you know, a page. Special martial law has been declared. Oh yeah, my thoughts for this. Yeah, does the Slackov, does he wake up Sidnik? Like, Sidnik is probably standing here, seeing the future, thinking, go on, Slackov, are you going to wake me up? Are you going to be the one to wake me up? You're going to be the one to wake up one very pissed prince who's known for doing some real sadistic crap? You know, you're going to be the one to wake me up, Slackov? Come on, I could be here all day. Special martial law has been declared. Please follow the Royal Army's orders and remain calm. Please follow the Royal Army's orders and do not panic. His Zetsu is seamless, even though the alarm is blaring. What are his nerves made of? He's got a gun at the back of his tracksuits. Give me your gun. Huh? I'm going to use it. What? On the first prince? You're... Oh, Salkov, not Slackov. I may or may not have been thinking of a Pokemon when I said it that way. You're Salkov, right? Yes, sir. There's something I need you to do. Anything, sir. I'm going to die, but but it's going to be a ruse. To tell everyone exactly what you saw, then put my body in a coffin right away so nobody sees it. Don't tell anyone about my ability. Got it? Sidnik is about to do something. Whatever it is that he showed Theta. The illusion, his ability. Okay. So Sidnik's plan here is okay. So obviously he's not going to die, but he needs to talk to Salkov in a way that prepares Salkov for the timeline that he dies. He doesn't want Salkov to be... He wants Salkov to act predictably, because, you know, the way Salkov acts in the timeline that Sidnik dies is how Salkov is going to act in the timeline where Sidnik, surprise, surprise, doesn't die because he has King Crimson. So, yeah, I think that's just what it is. You know, he doesn't want... He wants his vision of Salkov to just be, yes, Salkov, act... Wait, put my body in a coffin right away so nobody sees it. I forget. Is it... No, it's just a 10-second window, right? It's not, like, extended by how long he's in Zetsu. How long he's in Zetsu is just how long he can maintain the ability, but I believe he can only see 10 seconds in the future. Unless he's expanded that, which, I mean, if anyone could, Sidnik would. But, yeah, I'm a little bit confused by the coffin comment, because I would imagine there wouldn't be enough time for that to come into play. But yeah, actually, yeah, I guess the idea is that Sidnik is going to genuinely feign his death. You know, maybe he'll dodge the bullet and then get in the coffin of his own free will in the real timeline. Yeah, next page. Understood, sir. There must be some kind of condition, and once it's fulfilled, you can't escape it. Not even Theta felt anything out of the ordinary. Sidnik is obsessed with the speed of his Zetsu. If this thing activates under Zetsu, it's already underway. I really can't feel a thing. I can't believe his nerve facing Benjamin with an incomplete move he's still practicing. He's crazy or insanely confident in himself and his skills. Probably both. Thanks to that, I'll be able to witness your confrontation and try to analyze your ability. I swear I'll expose your ability for Theta's sake. The door is locked, no answer. Stand back. And he rips down the doors. Follow me as I move forward. Shoot anyone behind me who moves. Okay, Roger. And everyone's cooperating. God, the way Benjamin's eyes are drawn here. Strong, imposing, but yeah, very much unnerved, as he should be in his situation. Yeah, everyone's complying, but there is one Nen user who seems to be wiggling a little thread up to the ceiling. You're learning Nen from room 1014. Yes. Take him in for questioning at the Central Justice Ministry. I have read the reports, but if he really started from a point of having never learned Nen, I need Karapika as a teacher in my army. I love that. Yeah, I love that. I mean, obviously, it doesn't mean much. He's not, you know, it's never going to happen. But I just love that Benjamin's still thinking about the future. He's doing all this, but he's like, oh my God. Oh my great tree of Kakin. Look at the growth of this man. I need to see the man who taught this man. What I find interesting is that, yeah, there's clearly like a thread of Nen going to the ceiling. So I wonder if he's, yeah, Benjamin presumably noticed it because we're seeing this scene from his perspective. Yeah, I wonder what the deal is with that. Maybe it's just like latent aura. You know, we can't see how high the spike from his head is going, but the spike from his other hand isn't going that high. Anyway, cool moment aside, it looks like Benjamin is finally face to face with Prince Sidnik and Salkov. Oh, and it's the end of the chapter. I conceive it to be continued. Ah. Okay, well, we still got 2 pages. Sidnik is in Zetsu, presumably, standing still. I mean, to be fair, Benjamin's probably walking into this like, God damn it, another counterattack type. I mean, yeah, I've got a perfect counter to a counterattack ability by just poisoning the bugger. But come on. Again? Zetsu, I'm surprised you can use Nen too. Want to try sparring? But... Okay, what's he saying here before he gets shot? Want to try sparring? I mean, it's not going to be Benjamin. It's not going to be brother. Oh, big brother? I'm going to guess it's probably like big brother. But yeah, he gets shot in the gut and flies backwards, just like Camilla's maids. Who gave you permission to speak? I don't have time to waste with you. And that is, oh God, Benjamin looks so cool here. Benjamin's drawings in this chapter are more effective than any army recruitment ad I've seen in my life. Look at how cool he is, even in the face of death, even when being cursed and diseased, and he fights on. Yeah, he is a cool dude. I would say it's a shame for him to be taken from us so soon, but that's kind of why he's so cool right now. He's just sort of sitting in his desk, not doing a whole lot while he was healthy. But yeah, so predictions for how this is going to go. Sidnik is going to die, big fat quotation marks. Well, he's going to die in a timeline. He's going to watch himself die. He's going to watch Salkov somehow either do all this within the span of 10 seconds or he's expanded his ability. He's going to watch Salkov get a coffin and put his body in it. And I'm going to presume, and Benjamin's going to check his pulse or something, or see that all his guts are on the floor and think, well, that'll do the job. But yeah, obviously Sidnik is going to be watching himself dying like, wow, it would suck to be that guy. And then time's going to realign itself. He's going to hop back in the coffin and suddenly everyone thinks he's dead. He's in a coffin and ready to get sent to... Oh, him getting sent to Nasabi's room, the big Greed Island looking room. And he just pops out the coffin like, hello, Papa. Yeah, that's maybe that's where we're going. Well, I mean, what it really is Sidnik finally getting out of his room and potentially interacting with all the other volatile elements of this arc, i.e. Karapika, or the troop, or Hulkenberg. Okay, probably not. I mean, he could interact with Hulkenberg's corpse, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's people are theorizing. I can't remember exactly where we left off with Hulk. Oh, yeah. There was a mystery swap, wasn't there? Because we saw one of the arrows, but we didn't see who it went to. Yeah, so Hulkenberg could be anywhere. So Sidnik could bump into Hulkenberg in someone else's body. Could bump into Karapika. Could bump into any number of people who we've been waiting for Sidnik to interact with for this whole arc. Because he is such a volatile character. I'm looking forward to literally every interaction that Sidnik gets from here on out. And yeah, maybe the continuation of Benjamin's killing spree. Because, okay, so what do we know? Camila is accounted for. She is dying, if not dead. Zhang Lei and Loserus are missing, right? I think that's where they're at. So, I mean, I could see Benjamin not even trying to kill off Fugetsu, considering the state she's in. Or maybe Melody and Kaiser's plan is already in motion and she's safe somehow. But yeah, and I guess, yeah, Wobol's also safe. That's its own whole can of worms, unrelated. So yeah, there's just Mariam, who's in his little pocket dimension, but they're going to have to deal with that eventually. And they've got Tubepa already. So presumably, if all the remaining princes get pushed into Benjamin's room or wherever it is that they're being pushed to, then it'll be Tubepa, Fugetsu, fake Wobble. Oh, I know Wobble's staying in room 1014. Okay, 14 princes to account for. Benjamin, Camila, Zhang Lei, and Sidnik are accounted for. Tubepa's accounted for. 6 is like Sally or someone dead. Loserus or something. Yeah, I think it's just, yeah, so it should be Tubepa and Mariam and Fugetsu, I believe, should be ending up in Benjamin's room. Which, now that I think about it, isn't as interesting of a selection of characters, considering Fugetsu's not very responsive right now, and Mariam's never really been particularly interesting. But, actually, no, maybe he'll surprise us. Maybe we'll figure out what the deal is with his little hamster, and all will be very exciting. Maybe he is the collaborator that Tubepa's Nen Spirit Beast has been waiting for. But yeah, I think I'll wrap up the stream now. I don't think I have much else to say on this chapter. Good chapter. I mean, very exciting. I loved this one. I feel like I'm glad that we're finally getting into this whole martial law business. Oh, nice to see Raf's in chat. This chapter feels like a powder keg of the plot is finally going off. Excited, yeah. I think this is when the dominoes start falling, and I'm glad that. So Togashi posts his progress on Twitter. Like, he makes a picture saying, "I'm up to this chapter. I've done this on this chapter." And I believe right now that, like, the rate he's going at is way better than he usually performs at in his current, in his hiatus adjacent state that he's in right now. So, I mean, that's very promising. If the powder keg starts going off, and the second half of this batch is just bang, 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 then it might not be a long wait until the next batch that is just going to be all bang, 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 bang. And we're actually going to start working towards the end of this arc, which is a crazy thought as someone that caught up to Hunter x Hunter at around the beginning of the Succession War, within a few years of the beginning of the Succession War, which isn't that many chapters. But yeah, that is very exciting. So let me just check Shonen Jump, because I thought I heard that Shonen Jump, I just heard it on a random comment on someone else's video that Shonen Jump was on break this week, so I wasn't actually expecting to be streaming. But is it maybe? No, it's not next week either. I guess the person I heard say that was just talking out their ass. But yeah, I do see on the Shonen Jump app, Kagurabachi in 7 days, One Piece in 7 days, and obviously Hunter x Hunter in 7 days. But yeah, this arc might actually end in our lifetimes. Crazy to think. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you, everyone. Sorry, one more message. Usually in August, there's a break in the second half of Obon. Okay, yeah, there's like 4 breaks or something. It's like New Year's or Christmas, Obon, Golden Week, and something anything else. Maybe just 3. But yeah, Obon's coming up, isn't it? But yeah. Part of me wonders if... Okay, sorry. Yeah. As long as there's things to read in chat, the stream keeps going. So what Raf's Revenge has said, part of me wonders if Gon and Killua return might indicate to me Togashi might try to make this arc even bigger with the outside world to be the final arc. I don't know. Have a great week, folks. I'm going to quickly comment on that because I think that's a really interesting idea. Don't apologize, Rafs. I love interacting with chat. But yeah, so I think if anything, Togashi is setting up so that he can bring Gon and Killua into the next arc. Not have it be part of, it's not going to be part of the Succession War. It's going to be part of Dark Continent if that gets in. But yeah, nice to if there's nothing else that Rafs wants to bring up, then I think I'll call it there so I can because yeah, as I said, I didn't realize there was chapters today. I totally bought into what that random person said on a different video, and I thought, I'll tell my friend I won't be on Xbox too late. I'll be on nice and early, but yeah, never mind. But yeah, great. Yeah, well, I guess I will see you all again next week. I heard birds going crazy outside. And yeah, have a great week. Goodbye.